Hey, what's up everybody? This is your boy NCSO7 here, and welcome to another review video. Today I'm going to be reviewing Gran Turismo 6. Now, I already did a review on Gran Turismo Sport. You can check that out. It'll be an end card to this video. But today I'm going to be reviewing basically its predecessor, GT6. And before we get into this, just know that this review is probably going to be pretty short. Because honestly, this is kind of gonna feel like a complete rehash of the sport review. So honestly, check that out if you want to see that. But yeah, just bear in mind, this probably won't be a long review just because I don't have enough to say about a lot of this stuff. Because I've kind of already said it before, but the show must go on anyway. So obviously, let's start off with the presentation. Now, for a PS3 game, it is good. Honestly, this game does look pretty good, and it runs fairly well. There's really nothing to this game that I would say looks bad at all. Though there is one thing I will say, and that is the timing. You see, this game came out in 2013, but not just 2013, like December 2013, after the PlayStation 4 dropped. Now, this is only this is a PS3 exclusive, and did not release on PS4. So it does kind of mean that the game is kind of dated in a sense, like at least graphically. Even though it still does look good, it definitely doesn't look as good as what it could be at that point in time. But it's not really that big of a deal. But I don't know, at that point in time, you probably could have gotten a next gen system with a better looking racing game than this. But whatever, it's not really that big of a deal. I just wanted to throw that in there. But seriously though, presentation wise, it does look good, and there really isn't much of a story for these games in it at all. And so let's just move straight on to the gameplay, which the gameplay, it's basically just Gran Turismo. I mean, it's basically just a driving simulator, so there's really not much to say about it, except one difference from Sport. Now, obviously, I know Sport was one of the newer games, but I played that one first and then 6 a week later, is the fact that apparently the cars do not actually brake. You see, in GT Sport, when you approach a sharp turn, your car will actually automatically slow down on the gas. But in this game, not really, not at all. You have to brake, actually manually brake, which isn't the best feeling ever. It does kind of make the game a little slippery at times and makes it a lot more easy to get out of bounds, which that's the last thing you want. But I don't know. Honestly, gameplay-wise, there isn't really a lot to say about it. It's basically just like the other Gran Turismo games, which it's fine. But honestly, with Gran Turismo Sport existing and presumably GT7 in the future, I don't really see a good reason to go back to this game. But I don't know, it's still a good game at the end of the day. So gameplay gets at least a pass. And controls are okay, although I will admit at first when I played the game, it definitely had some odd controls, but you can reconfigure them in the options menu, so there's at least that, so good on them for that. But yeah, controls are fine. And content-wise, I got the game for $20, and I guess for $20, you get a good amount of content. You get a lot of single-player modes, a lot more than GT Sport. You get the actual leagues or whatever the heck they are, the championship stuff, where you get enough stars in a certain class or whatever to then take a test to get a specific license. And you got just normal arcade mode, and you got online mode, which I don't think the online mode actually works anymore. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know. But, and you got some other stuff like car dealerships and whatnot. You got enough content for the game. It's completely fine. And the music for the game's whatever. It isn't as good as Sport, because I feel like Sport had a lot more pop-in music, but I don't know about 6. 6 is just whatever. It's fine, I guess. And then that brings me to the final thoughts, and once again, I'm going to just say again, I knew this was going to be a short review, but yeah, this is going to be a short review. Mostly because of the fact that I really don't have much to say about this, because I've kind of already said a lot of this stuff already in my Gran Turismo Sport review. But honestly, regarding Gran Turismo 6, honestly, I don't really see much of a reason to play this game. Don't get me wrong, it is a good game, but why play this when sport exists? It's kind of like playing the new Mario Karts and then going back to the old Mario Karts. There's really not that much of a reason to go back to it, unless it's like Mario Kart DS or something like that, or a nostalgic factor plays a role. But right now, I don't see enough of a reason to play Gran Turismo 6 when I can play Gran Turismo Sport, which is a much better game. Again, Gran Turismo 6 is a good game, and I'm pretty sure that if I start off with that game, it probably would be a really fun game. But honestly, I don't see myself playing Gran Turismo 6. And also, for anybody who's going to ask if I'm going to do a review of Gran Turismo 5, not really. I don't see myself getting Gran Turismo 5 anytime soon, because what's the point? I don't really see the point other than just, I guess, collection purposes, which, I mean, I guess it's somewhat plausible, but I don't really know. But that's Gran Turismo 6. Honestly, that's another thing, is that they really could have put this game on PlayStation 4, because we already had like 2 PlayStation 3 Gran Turismo games, if excluding the HD concept demo or whatever it was. You had GT5 Prologue and GT5. What was the point of a 6th game when the PS4 is here? If it was releasing on PS4, that'd make more sense, but it didn't release on PS4, so I don't understand, but whatever. On my scale from 0 to 10, I'm giving this Gran Turismo 6 a 7 out of 10. I was kind of debating about giving it a 7.5, but I'm going to just put it at 7, honestly, just because I feel like this game really doesn't do that much at the end of the day. Even, like, just as a game on its own, it's fine, but, like, when you know that, like, GT5 is on the same system, like, you could play that instead. And, like, that has at least probably a little bit more interesting factors to it, since that was actually made when the PlayStation 3 was actually still relevant. And, like, GT Sport exists on PlayStation 4, which is just infinitely better in, like, every way, in my opinion, at least. But I've rambled on long enough. GT6, it's a good game, but it doesn't really need to exist at all. And I don't really see myself playing not much more of it. But anyways, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what your thoughts are on the game. Let me know in the comment section. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, or if you just like watching these kinds of videos, then please consider hitting the like button and subscribing. Honestly, it'd be better to just subscribe, because liking the video, I'll never really see that, but it's an obligation to say it. So yeah, like the video and subscribe. If you want to see some more Gran Turismo content, which there will be soon. I mean, I know I said I wasn't really going to get GT5, but I'll get GT7. That game looks pretty good. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. And man, this is an 8-minute video, so I guess it wasn't that long or short in the first place.